Yo guys, what is good? It's your boy John Wong here, back again with another video. And today we're going over a sneaker that used to resell for $1,000. Alright y'all, as always, if you guys have not seen my most recent video where I go over the top 10 best back to school sneakers for fall 2025, make sure to go check it out afterwards and definitely leave a like on that video if you can for me. But in today's video, we're going over yet another sneaker review. Now I got this from Foot Locker, as you guys can see by the bag, and it's crazy how I just walked into the store and this was just sitting on shelves. And like I said in the intro, this was once going for $1,000. And now you can just go into any Foot Locker you want and grab these for retail. Most of you guys probably see the box and you already know what it is. But let's take a look at the box design because I think it's very cool and very detailed as well. So as you guys can see, it's not your ordinary black and red Nike box. This is actually black and orange on the Nike text. The whole entire thing is just cracked, right? There's this cracked patterning right here, and this is honestly a pair that has made sneaker history. And yeah, enough of me talking, let's pop open the box. And in 3, 2, 1, as always, we got the wrapping paper. 3, 2, 1, sheesh! Yes sir! Wow, I mean, I've seen these already, but it's still crazy how I'm holding them in my hands. As you guys can see, we do have the Air Jordan 1 Shattered Backboards. Now, if this is your first time hearing about the Shattered Backboard Jordan 1s, this is probably your first time in the sneaker game because this sneaker needs no introduction when it comes to just how hype it has been over the years. This particular colorway pays homage to Michael Jordan when he shattered the backboard while dunking. Now, at the time of breaking the backboard, he wasn't wearing a pair of orange sneakers, he was actually wearing a pair of red ones. But in 2015, they decided to release this orange pair, and people automatically loved it so much because of how great the leather quality was on the sneaker. It was very buttery, very plush, and it wasn't even a special collaboration or anything, but this sneaker went for hundreds of dollars at first. And then after the Last Dance documentary back in 2019, or was it 2021, around COVID time, this sneaker skyrocketed for $1,000. And that was actually insane for just a regular pair of orange Jordan 1s and how much they could possibly go for. It's crazy to say that at one point in sneaker history, this was probably one of the most hyped sneakers you could own in your collection. And now that they've restocked, this is basically sitting on shelves and nobody wants them. And there are a multitude of reasons why they're sitting at the end of the day. So first off, the leather quality on this pair is nowhere near as good as the 2015 pair. Now, truth be told, I've never actually held a pair of the 2015s in my hand, but I know that for a fact that leather quality is nowhere as cheap as this one. Now, this leather quality is not terrible, but it's not great either.
Not bad.
Not bad, but not good.
I can tell that the original pair had to have been a lot better because if it was made in this kind of quality, the hype would not be there. A lot of people just liked how soft and buttery and plush the original pair was, and this one is not it. Secondly, the color of this Shattered Backboard is actually pretty different from the original pair. So I believe the original pair was a lot brighter versus this one that uses a more muted dark shade of orange. So a lot of people are not going to like the second iteration of it because it does not resemble the first pair. The third reason I think is the most obvious. I think Nike just released way too many of these. I mean, for sneaker resellers and for people that love to flex, this is definitely a bad thing because now Shattered Backboards are just one of the many sneakers out there that don't really have too much of a status anymore. But if you are one that has always wanted the Shattered Backboards, you can finally have a chance to buy it. I literally mean you can go into the store, ask them for a size, and they'll probably have it. I never imagined that I would just go into a Foot Locker and ask for a pair of Shattered Backboards and they would have my size and I would just buy them for retail. That's actually insane. I mean, if they could manage to bring back the Shattered Backboards, just imagine in like another 10, 20 years, we might be able to see like Travis Scott's sitting on shelves. And again, all that hype is gone. I'm not gonna lie, as a sneakerhead, it's pretty scary to think of that. Part of the reason why sneakers are so enjoyable to wear is because you know that they're hard to get and that not everyone has them. So that's kind of what makes you special. Let's say you have a sneaker that everyone else has. I mean, it's a great sneaker, it's a nice colorway nonetheless, but it just doesn't make you feel as special when it's not limited. I mean, call it what you want. You guys can call us hype beasts, but I guess that's what makes us feel unique at the end of the day. Now, in the past, I have debated on copping a pair of Shattered Backboards for myself. Orange has never really been my colorway, but still I kind of bought into the hype at the time. And in all transparency, this is not going to be for the personals. I just wanted to show you guys how crazy this pickup is after 10 years of this sneaker just being so high up on the market. I cannot believe people actually paid thousands of dollars for a regular pair of Jordan 1s. I mean, who would do such a thing? That's absolutely absurd. But yep, I don't really know how I feel now that I'm gonna see these on the streets and everyone's gonna be wearing a pair. I feel like when you saw someone wearing them, you were like, wow, I cannot believe I'm seeing them with my own eyes. But now everyone and their grandmas are gonna be walking up and down the streets with the pair of Shattered Backboards, which honestly diminishes the feeling of just wearing them. All right, so now that I've talked about the sneaker, let's take a closer look into the shoe itself. So starting off with the upper, we do have a tumbled leather construction throughout. So again, it's not the worst material, but it's not the greatest either.
Not bad, but not good.
I feel like Nike kind of cheaped out on us because they knew that everyone wanted the Shattered Backboards. But it's just everyone wanted them because of the materials, not because of the colorway. And if you're gonna give us a pair and the quality is not the same, this basically defeats the whole entire purpose of this sneaker being so great. So first off, we do have a black leather mudguard. Underneath that, we do have an orange toe box. Now moving over to the side profile of the sneaker, we do have our white leather on the medial side. On top of that, we do have a black leather swoosh. And then as we move over to the back, we have that consistent theme of orange as well. Now going over to the tongue area, we do have a black mesh tongue, which is actually pretty puffy. It's kind of like a coat. On top of that, we do have our black standard laces. However, this sneaker also comes with orange laces as well. I'm not gonna take them out. And I don't know how they would really look if you were to put the orange laces in. I feel like it would just have too much orange, and if you're someone that doesn't love orange religiously, then it's probably not the greatest bet. Now moving over to the top of the tongue, we do have our tongue tag in white, and then on it we do have Nike Air written in orange. As we move over to the ankle area, we do have the Jordan Wings logo embossed into the shoe. And then as we move over to the bottom of the sneaker, we do have what appears to be a cream rubber midsole. It kind of looks white, but you can kind of see that there's a contrast between the white on the medial side versus the cream on the bottom. It's a little more yellow. I think Jordan 1 just loves to do that nowadays, where they like to make their midsoles cream instead of white. I think it's a little overplayed. Now moving over to the insole of the sneaker, this is actually really nice. I am kind of happy and impressed by how they did this, but the insole follows the Shattered Backboard theme as well. As you guys can see, all that broken glass with the little hoop, and I think it's very cool. Now the material has this kind of satin feel. It's really smooth. And I love how it's kind of like digital printed onto the sneaker. It's pretty plush as well, but pretty much your standard Jordan 1 insole in terms of feel. And then finally, as we move over to the outsole of the sneaker, we do have our standard Jordan 1 tracksuit patterning, this time in that orange Shattered Backboard colorway. Now, like with most other colorways, this Jordan 1 doesn't really have too many differences. It's pretty much your standard Jordan 1. In terms of sizing, it's pretty much the same. It's true to size. So for me, that's a size 10. For you, that might be something else. But yeah, when it comes to Jordan 1s like these, I always go true to size and they fit me just fine. Now, I also forgot to mention that even though I already made my top 10 best sneakers for back to school, this would honestly be my number 11, because I know I said that I wouldn't have any Jordans on that list, but given how widely available this sneaker is and for what it meant at a time, I feel like this is a great sneaker for students to own, because hey, if we couldn't own a pair in our past, at least they could finally wear one every single day, which is great. I know orange is definitely a tough color to wear, so I don't know how wearable they would be every single day. But still, if I was a high schooler, I really wouldn't care. I'd just wear this every single day with any single outfit. Didn't matter if it didn't match. But yup, I cannot believe that after 10 years of the original Shattered Backboards, we finally get a second pair and no one wants them. I feel like if we told our 2015 selves that in the future, there's going to be a day where these sit on shelves, everyone would just say that you are lying, but that day has come and it's true. But there we have it. These are the Jordan 1 Shattered Backboards. So crazy. Can't believe that I'm actually holding these in my hand. But now I'll hear from you guys. What's a sneaker out there that's extremely limited that you do not want to see restock ever? Because obviously that's going to diminish the hype out of it. Let me know in the comments down below because I do want to hear from you guys. And as always, if you guys like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. And you guys want to hear more from me, smash the subscribe button because more will be on the way. Again, these are the Shattered Backboard Jordan 1s, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!